What's going on, boys? It's your guy, it's the man, your resident cheek clapper and homie dapper, YGO Senpai. You guys crushed the like goal from the last video, so I'm going to go ahead and get right into this test stand video for my pure DDD variant. You guys were really good, really supportive, so I really appreciate that from you guys. Before we go ahead and get started, while I'm shuffling up here, make sure that we like, subscribe, leave a comment down below how I can improve my content, how it is that I can do better, and also leave any suggestions for any future videos in the comments, because I definitely will be taking ideas. Definitely want to see what you guys are interested into, so make sure that we're doing that. I'm just going to go ahead and hop right into it. So our opening hand is going to be DD Swirl Slime, DD Vice Typhon, DD Savant Copernicus, Dark Contract with the Gate, and DDD Headhunt. Alright, this is actually kind of crazy. So we're not even going to waste any time. We're just going to go ahead and get right into this. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the effect of our Swirl Slime to use itself in our Vice Typhon special summon into our Flame King Genghis. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to normal summon our Savant Copernicus. We're going to use Savant Copernicus's effect to send our copy of Necro Slime to the graveyard. And now we are going to immediately use our Necro Slime and our Swirl Slime in our graveyard to special summon if I can find him, our other copy of Small King Genghis. This is going to trigger the other copy and special summon our DD Vice Typhon from our graveyard. Next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to overlay our two fusion monsters into our copy of DD Wave King Caesar. This way we are protecting our plays from Nibiru or any other form of interruption, because it is an Omni negate. So next thing we're going to want to do is actually kind of tough, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead and activate our Dark Contract with the Gate, and we're going to use it to search our copy of DD Griffin to our hand. So now we can use DD Griffin's effect to special summon itself, and then we're going to use itself and our Vice Typhon actually to link into our Abyss King Gilgamesh. That's going to be here. The zones aren't very clear. This is our far zone. This is our zone under our Gilgamesh. Okay, next, our Gilgamesh's effect is going to activate so that we can summon our scales. Set our scales, excuse me. So I'm going to set our Oblivion Abyss King Ragnarok and our copy of DD Orthros. Is really good because we're going to be able to use this to pop spells and traps on our opponent's side of the field. Say we were going second. Next, we are just going to go ahead and pendulum summon back out our copy of DD Griffin. We do not want to use its effect when it is pendulum summoned to discard a DD card to draw a card. We already have the card that we really want from this monster, so we're just going to overlay these two into our copy of Wave King Caesar and our copy of Marksman King Tell. And then we're just going to link these two off into our second copy of DDD Abyss King Ragnarok. From here, we're going to activate our Vice Typhon's effect engrave using itself and our extra copy of Abyss King Gilgamesh to special summon a level 8 fusion monster from our extra. That is going to be our copy of High King Genghis. Next, what we're going to want to do is special summon our Divisor Deuce King Machinex on top of our copy of Gilgamesh. This is going to trigger our High King Genghis's effect to special summon our Wave King Caesar from graveyard. I would have summoned the Griffin, except we already have DDD Headhunt in our hand. So we might as well put Wave King Caesar on there just in case he gets removed from the field. We can just go ahead, go ahead and use his effect to search that way. What we're really going to want to do is now we're going to go ahead and use our Abyss King Ragnarok's effect and special summon our Marksman King Tell so that we can also get his effect should he get taken off of the field. Really, this is just kind of building a wall if we were going first. We may make some different choices had we not gotten our DDD Headhunt, but we did. So, next step, all we have to do, set our DDD Headhunt, and this is your board. This is what you're sitting on. So you have an Omni Negate. You have the ability, because you can pop your Dark Contract with the gate, to take an opponent's monster twice, because then once you have 2 materials on this, you can detach 2 to steal an opponent's monster. DDD Headhunt is available to you to play around Dark Ruler no more. So say in the event that your board gets Dark Rulered, obviously you can't respond to that with monster effects. DDD Headhunt is still going to be able to take an opponent's monster from them. So that's really good. It's really hard to plan for that. You'll find for a lot of modern builds, so that's really good. That is it for test hand number 1, and we're going to go ahead and get right into test hand number 2. Alright. So, alright guys, make sure that we remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave any ideas that you have for future videos in the comments section down below. Also, don't forget, you may think that you're subscribed, but you could not be, even though you keep getting recommended to me. So make sure that we're clicking that subscribe button, hit the nice little notification bell next to it so that we can get reminded on a lot more awesome content coming you guys' way. We got a lot of big plans coming in the future, got a lot of cool things coming, so you don't want to miss it. Right, so we're going to go ahead, draw our starting 5. We have Savant Kepler, Riley of the Warlords, that's pretty good, even going second. Savant Thomas, the Swirl Slime, and Copernicus. Alright. This hand does a lot of good stuff. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and just get right into it. We're going to start. Good old normal summon your DD Savant Kepler. Use the effect to search our Dark Contract with the gate. Here's Johnny, our Dark Contract with the gate. Next, we're just going to go ahead, let me move this up a little bit, activate our Dark Contract with the gate. We are going to go ahead and search if I can find one, our copy of DD Griffin. So that's really good right there. Next, we're going to activate our DD Swirl Slime. We are going to use itself and Savant Thomas because we don't really need Thomas for this combo. To special summon DD Flame King Genghis. At least right there we don't need Thomas. Next thing we're going to want to do, we're going to go ahead and use Swirl Slime's effect, banish itself, special summon our Savant Copernicus. This is going to trigger our Genghis' effect to special summon our copy of Thomas to our side of the grave. Copernicus' effect is going to activate as well on summon to dump a card to the graveyard. I do believe our card of choice is going to be DD Vice Typhon, because we actually have some pretty sick plays that we can do right now. So we're going to go ahead and clear some board space, I think. Yes. So we're going to special summon our copy of DD Griffin, and we're going to link our copy of Griffin and Copernicus. I'm actually going to move this slime for zone reasons. Into our copy of Gilgamesh. Next, we're going to use Gilgamesh's effect to set our scales. this combo in particular, we are going to use our DD Cerberus. Oh my goodness, if I could find the other card I want to use. All the way at the bottom. Very, very nice. Our copy of DD Orthros, so that we can go ahead and put some pressure on our opponent and hit their spells and traps. So next we are going to pen summon for 1 our DD Griffin. We don't have a target for Griffin to discard, so we are not going to use its effect for that. What we are going to use, however, is our DD Cerberus's effect to modulate Kepler to a 4 and overlay these two. Into our copies of Wave King Caesar and Marksman King Tell. And then we are going to link the both of these off for our second copy of the Mist King Gilgamesh. So now we can actually get into the meat and potatoes of this combo. What's going to happen is our Marksman King Tell, when it is sent to the graveyard, we are going to dump a card from our deck to the graveyard. So the card that we are going to go with is our copy of Necro Slime. Next thing we want to do, really simple, we're going to use our Vice Typhon and our extra copy of Gilgamesh in our graveyard. Vice Typhon allows us to special summon a level 8 DD Fusion from our deck. So this is where we are going to summon our High King Genghis. Now, I want to clarify, the rest of this combo is mostly for if you are going second. So, what you want to do is you want to overlay our 2 level 8s here into our Duodon King Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga's effect on summon is going to Dark Ruler your opponent's board. So that is already really good. Next thing you want to do is you want to use your Necro Slime in graveyard. And you can just use itself and your Savant Kepler, banish them. We are going to summon our copy of Flame King Genghis. Next thing we are going to do is special summon our Divisor Deuce King Machinex on top of our Gilgamesh. This is going to trigger our second Genghis's effect. You know, want to keep in mind it is not once per turn, not a hard once per turn. So now we're going to special summon our copy of Griffin. This is going to trigger Griffin's effect to search a DD card from our deck to our hand. The card that we are going to be targeting is our copy of DDD Headhunt. So now all we want to do is overlay our 2 6s for our copy of High Wave King Caesar. And from here, all we have to do is set our copy of DD Headhunt and set our copy of Rivalry of the Warlords. Obviously, this is a way stronger board than we may give it credit for. Deuce King Machinex already is going to be able to absorb 2 cards because they're going to be able to pop the Dark Contract and steal an opponent's monster and attach it to itself so it can detach 2 and do it again. We have the Headhunt to take an opponent's monster to play around Dark Ruler should they be able to follow up with that. Kali Yuga, you can detach to Raigeki your opponent's board. We have an Omni Negate in Wave King Caesar, so if they have any interaction, if they've been holding that Nibiru for your board, then you're going to be able to stop that. I know a lot of players, especially in my locals, hold the Nibiru until you're done with your combo. But if you make Wave King High Caesar, then you are protected. And you have Rivalry of the Warlords if all else fails, because everything that you play is Fiends. So if all else fails, your opponent tries to build a board on you again, just play Rivalry of the Warlords. They have to send everything else that they have that isn't one type of monster to the graveyard. So really strong. One of the better boards that you can make, especially going second. There are a few things that I would have done different if I was going first. Maybe gone through some other lines to make High King Caesar first. That way, if we could avoid further interruption. This is really kind of pedal to the metal all gas. So that is it for the tutorial, you guys. If you like the video, please make sure leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. Really appreciate it. About to drop another heater pretty soon, so you want to make sure that you don't miss it. Thank you guys again. YGO Senpai, your resident cheek clapper and homie dapper, signing out.